Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and normally we call this a postcard of the week, but at this time of year, we're doing a postcard show series of introducing dealers, postcard dealers who will be here at our postcard show on October 16th and 17th, just a few weeks away now. This time, or today, our friend Mike McJunkin from Hutchinson, Kansas, is here, and he's going to be talking about a show that they have in Hutchinson. And Mike is not a postcard dealer at our show, but he is a consistent advertiser with this bottle and postcard show that they have in Hutchinson. But I'll let him talk about that and tell about where it is. But I just wanted to give a little brief summary of where we are. This is our 43rd show for Wichita. And the reason we started it in the first place was to bring postcards to our area to see. Back in those days, 40 some years ago, we had several antique shops around town. And some of them had postcards, some of them just had glass and fancy furniture. But we soon saw that we weren't seeing, postcards to buy and to see. And there weren't other shows around. There was nothing in Oklahoma. It just was barren out here in Kansas. And so we started our show, Wichita Postcard Club show, all of those years ago, bringing dealers to our area. And it's been wonderful ever since, just to be here and to be together and make friendships, and not only with the dealers, but with other collectors. And you learn so much from another collector, speaking to them and speaking to the dealers and seeing things. Well, all of that is what we'll be doing at our postcard show. But Mike, please tell us a little bit about your show and when it is and so forth. Thank you.
It's the 15th annual Kansas Territory Bottle and Postcard Show here in Hutchinson at the State Fairgrounds. We're getting a wonderful deal from the fairgrounds for our show in a nice building, got lots of room to expand. And we started for the same reason. We were wanting bottles and postcards brought to our area instead of having to go out and look for them. And it works out well for everybody. We started out with just a few people in one building and expanded quickly. And it's worked out well for us. And it's in a lot of ways in conjunction with the Wichita show. We can go over there, and a lot of our club members, we started a club to support this, or started this to support the club. I'm not sure which way it was, but it worked out well, and the club got bottles and postcards, and there were members that collected both. And the Wichita show was the granddaddy. That was the big one, and we could go there and get lots of good postcards that we might not see here. There's not many postcard shows in this part of the country. You have to go a long ways to get a good show in Dallas, Texas, or Connecticut, or New York, or something. And I was glad to have the shows here so we could look through some of the things that might start out on the East Coast or West Coast and come here.
Mike, when is your show?
Our show is Sunday, April 3rd of 2022. That will be coming up. It starts at 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the dealer set up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And there's actually a setup on Friday afternoon. And we allow them, I think, from about noon till 9 o'clock in the evening, setup time for dealers, vendors, and have a time of visitation and meeting people. And that's always fun. I enjoy that, the people, as much as I do the collecting, I think.
Great, great. I understand that you acquired an older bottle and something that you've been looking for a long time just recently. Would you please tell us about that?
Well, I saw this bottle down in Augusta, Georgia at a show and decided that it was love at first sight, and I needed one of those. Soon found out that there weren't very many of them available anywhere, and just finding one at a show. It was the first one I'd seen, and I've been to a lot of shows. And I brought, actually a while back, I brought the eagle is on both sides. A friend of mine bought one on eBay, and it's kind of a greenish aqua, what they call it.
I see.
In color, and it was hand blown, and there's a pontal scar on the base, and would have been an open pontal. It's called a concentric circle flask, made about 1830 to 1840.
Wow.
Hand blown in a mold, and there's 3 different ones of this. And one of them it's got an eagle on one side and an NGO on the other, but there's like 5 to 10 of these known. I like the bottle. I like the way it looks. I like the feel of it. There's in one little place here, I don't know whether you can see, there's a little stone in the glass where all the sand didn't melt.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. I think back the 1840s, that's when William Henry Harrison was running for president, and he had a log cabin and a cider barrel as part of the things that he associated or wanted the voters to associate with him, like he was a good old homeboy, and had a little cider there on the side too. But your bottle is just patriotic, and it's Americana, and it's just a wonderful just a togetherness too. It just shows and tells a lot. Well, thanks, Mike. Mike will be one of the advertisers with this Kansas Territorial Bottle and Postcard Show coming up next April. Notice he said 2022, and I thought, ooh, this is 21, but we have to go next April.
We're getting close.
It's getting close, is right. But bye-bye.
Were we going to show a postcard?
Oh, sure. Do you have? We didn't even talk about that.
We didn't. I think we need to talk about postcards.
Okay. Mike,
this is one I got just recently. It's got my name on it. My name isn't Fred, but the last part's right. And I have to do a little research now and see if this isn't some of my relation. I was glad to get that, and then I got a couple of real photo postcards. I won't make a big deal procession out of this, but the Seller's motor car was made right here in Hutchinson.
Yeah.
And the photo was taken by Bailey, who was a local photographer and did a wonderful job. This one is 1909. It's marked on the back.
Postally used. Wonderful. Yes.
And the other one was 1925.
Oh, yeah.
It's marked on the back. It doesn't seem to be postally used, but they have from somebody, and he gives the date that he passed it on. Sure. But that was one of that they built here in town, and was quite successful.
Those are great. Thanks, Mike. That brings the little postcard activity into this interview with the bottle man, Mike McJunkin in Hutchinson, Kansas. So thanks, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the Wichita show on October 16 and 17. Thanks for being here, everybody. And we'll hope that you like us on YouTube and also Facebook. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.